Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope that you guys are all having a fantastic day. If you guys could please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do really enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, make sure you guys hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. And as always, we're going to be talking positives and negatives, talking about Transformers Prime Season 3, the final season, also called Transformers Prime Beast Hunters. And this is a sad day, as this is going to be me talking about the final season of Transformers Prime, the Emmy award-winning show that a lot of people have not seen. And I will state this, even though I have talked about season 1 and 2, and I have talked negatively about it. And I'm going to talk about some negative things when it comes to season 3 as well. I want to reassure you guys that all 3 seasons are good. They're good. They just have flaws within them. Little nitpicks and things that, since I've watched the show now 7 times before doing these reviews, that they just kind of nag at me. So the plot of season 3 is very, very simple. So the Autobots and all of their allies end up having to regroup in order to defeat the Decepticons to save Earth at all costs, leading to a bittersweet ending. The season came out in 2013. It is 13 episodes, unlike the past seasons where they had like 20 to 22. This one only has 13. And it continues immediately where season 2 left off, where it ended where the Autobots and allies, their human allies, were scattered across the globe, and Earth was basically under Decepticon threat. Real Decepticon threat and impossibility of being annihilated by the Decepticons and being taken over. I am happy that Shockwave got brought back from season 2, so that was a good thing. And he's actually a little more fleshed out. He is a little more used instead of just being a one-off character that shows up for one episode. He actually is a major part of this season, which I'm happy about. The battle scenes within this entire season are all fantastic. Great action sequences. You really never know what's going to happen. You really don't know what to expect coming from characters that we have seen in the past. And then that's about it. So I'm going to dive into some negative things. First of all, I dislike the fact that they kept the same format basically for a lot of season 2. And if you see my season 2 review, which I have a Transformers Prime collections, you guys can watch season 1 and 2 reviews if you missed out on them. But in season 2, I talked about how I felt like season 2 was basically a gigantic, longly stretched out relic hunt. It was a relic hunt for a bunch of artifacts. Season 3 spends like 7 episodes, 6-7 episodes, which is almost half, if not over half, of season 3's runtime, doing a new version of relic hunting. Instead of hunting for these powerful relics like weapons and stuff, the film goes into a fetch quest for dinosaur bones, for dragon teeth, and other nonsensical things, because I guess they really thought that everyone really liked the fetch quest for all the gadgets and weapons in season 2, so they basically copy and pasted that format into season 3, but somehow made it more boring. And anytime a season focuses too much on a fetch quest for the sake of it being the only thing that's really happening within a season, I just don't like. Like I said, this season has 13 episodes. So, unfortunately, that leads to the season feeling extremely rushed when introducing new characters, new plots, like the Predacon/Dragon and Prime's second-in-command commander during the war on Cybertron. It also, unfortunately, leads to a lack of properly fleshed-out backstories for these characters. We don't really get a lot of emotional depth and a lot of emotional connection with them. we don't get anything with them like, Bulkhead and Miko or RC and Jack. We just don't get those bonding moments because you're throwing in this new character in this new episode, but there's also like 7 different other subplots that are happening at the same time, and you just can't focus on giving them an interesting backstory and being like, hey, this is what I actually did on Cybertron and yada yada yada. So that, it leads to plots and events within these 13 episodes being either resolved extremely quickly from past seasons, like Silas, the human that got his mind and body, what remained of it, plugged into, I think it was Deadlock, one of the evil Decepticons. He shows up for one season, and they just resolve his arc from season 2 finally. But it was just very Breck. It was extremely well. It was extremely well done. It was just done really fast, and I didn't like how they handled it. So things are either resolved really quickly from past seasons, and then the new plots and events that are introduced in season 3, they're just resolved super fast, or they're left open completely. Because even though they've talked about it, like, during Comic-Con panels and interviews, that they said they were only going to do 3 seasons, there's a lot of plots and a lot of character arcs that are just completely left open-ended. And it suggests that, a season 4 was on the table, that there was a season 4, being held open. But sadly, it never did. When I'm recording this video, a season 4 has never been rumored. A season 4 probably will never happen because after Prime season 3 ended, they've done like 2 or 3 new Transformers shows, and I don't think they're ever going to go back to Prime and actually try to complete the storyline. Which is kind of weird because the finale offers a gigantic showdown between the Decepticons and the Autobots. Like I said earlier in the video, it leads to a bittersweet ending where Bumblebee ends up killing Megatron. But Shockwave and Starscream and Knockout and a couple other Decepticon lieutenants survive, but they're just scattered all over the place in the universe. And it's like, okay, now what happens? And you're just left guessing. Cybertron ends up getting revived, and the bittersweetest part of the finale is the fact that the Autobots, except for Ratchet, all the other Autobots that survive the battle, the finale battle, end up going away from Earth, leaving their human counterparts, and going to Cybertron to rebuild it and live there. And it is a bittersweet ending because, especially for me, I grew up watching the show. Even though I was like, in college when this came out, I grew up watching the show, and I did get attached. Sorry, I'm choking up. I did get attached to the characters, especially Miko and Bulkhead, Jack and RC. I just really, it's a bonding family. It's a bonding show. It's a family show. You get attached to these characters, and seeing it end, it was bittersweet. Obviously, things are left open-ended, and I kind of wish that they did more seasons. I think the art style, the characters in here, the voice acting for all 3 seasons, I think, is really well done. Guys, I know I've talked about a lot of negatives when it comes to seasons 1 through 3 for this show. And, my ratings and score has been questionable, but I think I've been fair and honest and trying not to be too over the top. Like, yeah, this is awesome. I love watching this show. It gives a 10 out of 10. I am trying to be realistic with you guys and give you guys my real review score. But I'm just passionate about this stuff, which is why I get so giddy and excited. So when it comes to Transformers Prime Season 3 Beast Hunters, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. My love for this show will never end, and it'll never die. If you guys have not checked out Transformers Prime, I highly encourage you guys to do so. You guys can get all 3 seasons of this on digital stores, such as Google Play. You can get this on DVD, obviously, and you can get it on Blu-ray. There is no 4K option at the moment. If there was, I would encourage you guys to do so because I think it deserves it. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Blu-ray in my region. It just doesn't exist for me to be able to play it on my player. So I have a DVD copy of every single season, and then I also have it on digital store. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for being on the journey when it comes to me talking about Transformers Prime. Look forward to more awesome videos, whether it's TV shows, movies, tabletop games, video games, or anything else fun here on the channel. Thank you guys. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. Autobots, roll out.